After completing series 26 and 25 of Minifigure Habitats, it's time to go back to some older CMF minifigure. So today we are going to talk about the CMF series 15. This is not my first time building habitats for this minifigure. If you remember, some time ago on the channel, I built an habitat for the Clumsy Guy, an habitat for the Tribal Woman, and I built also a minifigure on parade for the Queen minifigure. Today, instead, we're going to have a double pack here. We have the wrestler and the farmer. They seem some pretty straightforward minifigure, a classic farmer, nothing so extraordinary. I have to tell you that actually these habitats were quite difficult to put together. So let's put this on the side and let's start from the wrestler. Very cool minifigure. By the way, I think you can pick up this on Amazon US for like $8, so it's not an outrageous price. Pretty cool printing, pretty cool character. So let's start to build. Here I had to expand my 8x8 a little bit at the back. So the problem here is that if I want to create a fight, a ring for this wrestler, then how am I going to do the surrounding? I cannot build all the people and all the supporters cheering. So I thought maybe I can build a training center for this wrestler. So over here at the back side, I'm using this sort of satin-like opaque a little bit. It's not fully transparent panel. And this actually I use also in my onsen, Santa de Onsen Winter Village build. And I think it works pretty well to let some lights go through without even, so some sort of window that is a little bit darker. It works kind of well. Over here we have a sort of trophy stand. I had a couple of trophies and a medal, and we can close this off. For the color scheme, I decided to do this red and white because I checked some picture online of the WWE training center. So I think this worked quite well. Initially over there, I thought I would use this sort of container piece, but it would clash the color, and later I will show you why. Over there at the back, I wanted to have some gym equipment, even though they're not going to be seen. Here we have a Vita Rush drink. I have some punching, I don't know exactly how it's called. Anyway, the punching bag sort of thing that is connected on the floor. Let me get here with two ends, otherwise I'm gonna take ages. And this is gonna be there. And I also have this 10 kg ball that come from a recent minifigure from a series 26 that I will show you later again. And here I have that empty white, so I decided to add this wanted sign, and I will explain why I picked this in a moment. So here I'm going to build the training ring, and these are going to be support underneath the ring. I'm going to add some tile on the side, so usually this ring go and on the ground on the side, and also I have some little stairs here to get inside. So here is the structure that I have. So basically I have a cross section of a corner of a ring. These rings usually are kind of bouncy and soft in the center, so they are not full. That's why I wanted to add this sort of structure that support the ring underneath, because this is the corner and then we have to imagine that the ring will continue this way. And I just need to add one more tile over there. So the ring is like that. And of course we need to add the ropes on the side. So this is what I created with some modified bricks, Travis brick, starts on 4 sides, and then these rod pieces coming on in red. And this is the reason why I didn't use this, otherwise it would be red on red and it cannot really be seen much. It needed a little bit of contrast. Now, I mentioned that minifigure, so this is the fitness instructor. I have a minifigure habitat that I did not long ago on the channel. This one is from series 25. I think it kind of looked like a female wrestler, so it was a good addition, as she's super fit, so I think it was a good addition as maybe the coach from the side of the ring. Here I'm gonna add to this modified brick our jumping wrestler that is gonna land down there, to where we're gonna put this poor guy over here. So we fit 3 minifigures in this habitat. As you can see, this printed face is the same one from the wanted sign, so this is basically the character that this minifigure is playing. I didn't add the head because then otherwise with the big head I wouldn't be able to lay the minifigure down over there. I'm gonna add one bed here underneath, because usually underneath the ring they add all the hide all the chairs and all the next equipment. And now to fill up over there that space, I decided to create a sort of WWE logo using these droid arms. So there are 4 in black connected over here to the side and then interconnected within each other, and slide a red one at the back. I think, in my opinion, it kinda look good. I don't know if it's recognizable if I don't tell you the story, but you can let me know in the comments. Now let's move this to the side, and then we move to the farmer. That should be a more straightforward minifigure, but I tried to pack a little bit too much in this habitat, so let's see what I came up with. So here we have our 8x8. I already built up a little bit of the wall here, and a sort of fence with these grill pieces slide in between the studs. I wanted to use this old printed brick that is from sort of Pirates, Imperial kind of build from when I was a kid. You can see it's quite this color. And this is gonna be the main structure of the farm, and it's gonna be connecting over here on the side with a red roof. This is also very simple and classic roof pieces from the old days. Here, of course, I need to create the side so that I connect the habitat to another one, and then a blue sky over here on this side. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward so far. Now over here, I'm gonna cover all these black bricks with a chicken coop. So this is what I created with some modified brick, a red, dark red. Here I have this window piece with the round on top. I'm gonna extend few studs here on the side. So this is gonna be connecting like so. I have the space here to add the ramp for the chickens to go in, and the chicken is gonna give a little bit of pop of color over here on the side, and then I just need to slide that in to complete the roof. Not very happy with the roof, but in that tiny space I didn't have that's the best solution I could find without being too big and sticking out too much into the middle of the habitat. I'm not gonna give this to the farmer. This is gonna be probably just there at the back, something like this. Hopefully it's not gonna fall off. And then I'm gonna add the pig over here, and of course you will need a place to drink up some water. So I'm using the top part of a chest, a treasure chest, with all these water pieces, transclear studs inside. I'm gonna slot this in between the studs, and then it's gonna be kept in place like this. Now a couple of flying off, but you get an idea of how this works. Now to complete the scene, I need to make the farmer watching out of the window. So I need to do a little bit of a balancing act. I'm gonna add one plate at the back so that I can try to push it down a little bit and make sure it's not gonna fall down. Something like this. Because then from the top, I'm gonna put this sort of little crane kind of thing that is gonna slide in. Let me see if I can show you better. So that is moving this A around in yellow. Very nice, very straightforward. And to complete, we had a blue sky. I decided to add a little sun and a little bit of a cloud. So this is both a bit cartoonish design, but is easily recognizable as a cloudy sky with the sun at the back. Now, this one, potentially, you can even add a little bit outside to expand the farm, because in my collection I also the pink one. So I extended a little bit the terrain on the side, like so that we have a more completed scene. So let me know what you think about this one. I will put links down below to all these minifigures that I show you from the Series 25 that you can find actually on Amazon US. This one pretty cheap. This one is quite expensive, I think $15 US. And I think the most expensive one is the Queen that goes for like $20 or $21. But you can check out the link down below. It's a commission link, so I will get a little commission if you decide to use that link, and it's a good way to support the channel. Otherwise, if you want to see early sneak peek of my builds, go and check out my membership program. And if you want to see some more minifigure habitats, I recommend you to check out these most wanted minifigures from the Series 24. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Ciao, ciao!